Welcome everyone, and today I'll be giving a lecture on the King's Gambit. I'm going to go over the FischerDefence for black and hopefully show that white still has good play, even though according to Fischer this was a refutation for the King's Gambit. Let's start off. The King's Gambit's e4, e5, and f4. Pawn takes pawn, knight f3, and d6. This is the FischerDefence. Your two main moves here are d4 and bishop c4. First, let's look at d4. Black plays g5. You now try to attack the black pawns with h4, luring them forward. And now at this position, your knight's being attacked, and you may think that knight g5 is a possible move. However, it's not the best. Better is to play knight g1. For example, after knight g5, he can often hit you back with f6. And then there's no sack on f7. You can't take a pawn, and your knight can't move anywhere. Okay, so after knight g1, this is your main position that you're going to reach in the FischerDefence after d4. And there's a couple moves here for black. He can push the pawn f3, after which bishop g5 is one of your best tries. For example, bishop e7, queen d2, queen d2, and if bishop takes, you take with your pawn, eyeing these dark square weaknesses. And you're going to play something like knight c3 and castles, queenside. In this variation, you oftentimes castle queenside because your kingside pieces don't get out as fast as your queenside pieces do usually. So this is one of the goals in the FischerDefence for white, is to castle queenside when you can. Okay, let's go back a few moves. So after we looked at f3, bishop g5 is one of the main moves you can try here. Other moves is bishop a6, trying to hold the pawn. And moves such as knight e2 can be played, pressurizing the pawn. Or moves such as knight c3 can be played. Knight f6 here is another option, attacking this e4 pawn. And black and white can ignore this and just capture on f4. Or if knight takes pawn, moves such as bishop d3, queen e7 protecting the knight, knight e2, bishop g7, you can castle here. Other moves is queen f6, trying to hold on to the pawn again and developing the queen. However, a queen on f6 can often be misplaced because of knight d5. So knight c3 is often a move here, threatening knight d5 in some situations to attack the queen and threaten c7. So moves such as c6 can be played, bishop e6, or knight e7. Often you'll see stopping knight d5. However, play can continue with for example, if he plays bishop e6, now that the bishop has been developed, you don't have to worry about you can develop your queen to d3 and not have to worry about an a5 bishop a6 maneuver attacking your queen. Queen d3 helps to develop the queen side to prepare bishop d2 and castles queen side. So those are some moves after d4. Alright. Now let's look at c4. After c4, your main move is going to be h6, stopping knight g5. And one of your best moves is d3, solidifying the center and also saving a square for your knight on d4 in case of a g5 g4 push. If black plays g5 here, you can take advantage with h4, and after g4, bring your knight in attacking f7. And after knight h6, play d4 here. Or you could castle. d4 helps to take back the pawn with the bishop, because if for example, if f6 then there's a possibility of sacking the piece. And according to the book, you have some good attacking prospects for white here. So those are the two main moves in the Fischer defense. You play d4 after on move 4. On move 4 you can play d4 or bishop c4. I hope this has given you an introduction to the Fischer defense and how to play against it if you play white in the King's Gambit. Alrighty, thank you, and stay tuned for more. Peace.